Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode today, I've got some news regarding, I just want to give you a weekly update on Canada immigration. So far in the last 1 week, what are the news making the headlines? So that's what I would like to share with you, because I know information is very key, it's very paramount, especially for those of you that are outside that wants to come into Canada. You need to get this information as at the nick of time so that you can actually make use of it. So I'm going to stay tuned. I've got some news for you that will be of benefit to you. Just relax. Alright viewers, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. I still remember my humble self, MC Bernardino. This is Canada Reality, where I dish out content for those that are in Canada and those that are aspiring to migrate into Canada. Is this your first time on this YouTube channel? Please do me the honor, hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. And if you enjoy this video, please feel free to drop a like on the video, and likewise if you have any question, any concern, feel free to drop questions in the comment section, and also endeavor to share this video with whoever you feel will benefit from it. And also likewise follow us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In most cases we don't do videos, but we try as much as possible to have a post on our Instagram every day, so you might also want to keep up with news on our Instagram page, Canada Reality. Okay, so just like I said, that I just want to give you some news that are making the headline regarding immigration in Canada. So the first news that I want to tell you is that the Canada Minister of Immigration, that's Sean Fraser, he was able to douse the tension after the news that we got some 2 weeks ago about the backlog and the 3 years you have to wait for skilled workers in order to get to Canada. So in a recent interview that he held, he was able to douse that by saying that based on the mandate letter that he got from the Prime Minister, that the backlog, everything will be treated with alacrity, and the backlog will be reduced to the barest minimum, that they on their own part, they are doing all things possible to ensure that immigration returns back to normal. He was able to give excuse of COVID for the reason for the delay, which everybody knows, but he said they are putting all hands on deck, employing more people, fast-tracking things, automating things to make sure that those backlogs are cleared, and as much as possible things return back to normal as soon as possible. So he never gave a particular time when everything will be normalized, but he said that students that wants to come into Canada, or those that are presently in Canada, should not be perturbed, but rather things will be fast-tracked. And I feel that's a good news, and I want to share it with you for some of you that are already tensed up, that are feeling, oh, my application is already in, what do I do? I've been waiting for this long, blah blah blah, visitor's visa, spousal visa, work permit, express entry, whichever case it is. So all I just want to tell you is that let's hold the Minister of Immigration for what he has said, and hope that very soon, probably even before 6 months or later this year, we might be having skilled draws, and also those that apply for work permit, spousal visa and visitor's visa, they will hear positive. Alright, so still while talking about this, let me make it known to you that on February 2nd, that a day ago, provincial nominee draw was done. Don't forget that despite the fact that express entry draw is not done, provincial nominees are still being done, like weekly it's been done. So on February 2nd, the draw was done, and it's provincial nominee, just like I stated, and the number of invitation issues was 1,070, and the rank required to be invited to apply was 1,070 also, or and above. And the date and the time of the round was February 2nd, like I stated, and it was at noon, around 2:15 local time. And the CRS score of the lowest ranked candidate invited, the lowest person invited, was 674, and the tiebreaker road was dated for February 18, 2021. That was last year. So all I just want to say is that provincial nominees is still another pathway you might want to look at and also study. Just like I've said before, those are still ways that you can actually look at to migrate into Canada. Also, another news that I'd like to share with you, this is for those that are in Canada and you have nursing experience. I mean, you have your certification as in the nursing field, medical field to be precise. So Ontario, if you're in Ontario, this is actually for you. Ontario is launching this particular program for those that are, normally as a nurse, if you come into Ontario in Canada here, you need to get your license. I mean, despite the fact that you're a nurse from wherever you're coming from, you still need to do some certification here for you to be qualified to practice. But because of this pandemic and because of the shortage in medical staff, Ontario is launching this particular program for nurses that are internationally trained nurses that are presently in Ontario to apply for this particular program, and you can help in reducing this backlog of ICU and people with patients in the hospital. So you can actually work in Ontario while you're still waiting to get your certification done. So it's not that you won't get the certification done, but you can actually contribute towards helping Ontario to reduce this backlog of medical attention. So you might also want to visit Ontario website, which I'll be linking in this video. This is for those that are presently in Ontario, Canada. And likewise, this might be a very good pathway for you to get your papers. So you might actually want to look at this to see how you can actually stand to benefit from it. Okay, so my next news is not much of a palatable news. It's a very sad news of the information that we got of this family of 4, the husband, the wife, and 2 kids, a boy and a girl. They were I don't know how they found their way into Canada. They were smuggled into Canada. That was the information we got. And they came into Canada early this year. They were smuggled into by some smugglers into Canada. They are a family from India, if I'm to be precise. And they do not find Canada to be intriguing, interesting because of this COVID-19. And they're trying to find their way to Manitoba border to cross to the US. And the sad news is that they were frozen to death because of the harsh weather in that part of Canada. They were caught. It was so gory that they had to die in such an unpalatable way. And our condolence to them, to the family, and we wish them eternal rest. And this is just to say that for people that are actually looking at going through that route, it's not the best route. Clearly plan your way in which you want to come into Canada, lay it properly, and ensure that you follow through. Illegal way is not appreciated, is not encouraged on this platform. And we've seen some people that did not even die in the past. They had frostbite, they had to cut their fingers, their palms, and stuff like that. Those are not really good news. But our heartfelt condolence to the family, and we wish them eternal rest. All right, so the next on my news will be that the opposition party in Canada, the Conservative, they changed their leader. Don't forget that last year, September, Canada had another election in which the incumbent Prime Minister won, even if not by majority. So the opposition party, the leaders of that party, they've been aggrieved since that time that their leader could not upturn the present Prime Minister. And as a result of that, just yesterday, the caucus leader of the Conservative Party, they voted out the Erin O'Toole, who was the leader. He was voted out, and now they are probably looking out for a new leader. So how does that applies to you? You might want to say. This is just to keep you in the loop. This is just to keep you in the know, especially for those of you that wants to come into Canada, and now the opposition party, they've removed their leader, and probably they'll be getting a new leader as soon as possible. Don't forget that still like less than 2 years ago, the former leader before Erin O'Toole, Andrew Scheer, was also removed. No, he actually stepped down when he lost the first time to the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. So they elected the new one, which the one that just left, Erin O'Toole, and he also lost again. And this time he didn't resign himself, but he was fired. That's not much of a good news, but I just feel you should know about it. Next to my news is more to international student that wants to come into Canada. If you want to come to Canada to come and study, especially those that are looking at the fall of 2022, that's September 2022 admission, I can tell you of the truth that you should start applying for the visa now. Start applying, not in school. By now, you should even have gotten the school admission and gotten all your documents in place and start applying now. The reason why it's very, very important for you to apply now is because the wait time is much. I know of lots of people that applied for the January 2022, which is, we're already in February now, and they haven't even gotten a response. And now it's so much of a sad news. So what I can just say is that you should have to be very proactive to start applying. Now for September, you might think it's too early, but it's better for you to start applying now, because at the end of the day, what's the point waiting till April, May, and at the end of the day, September is here, and they've not gotten back to you whether it's positive or negative, and you have to defer your admission again and start going through that process. So it's better you start applying as early as you can, in order to stand a good chance of getting your feedback as soon as possible. Alright viewers, I hope you actually understood the video that I brought for you today, keeping you updated on the latest news regarding Canada immigration in the last 1 to 2 weeks. I told you that Canada is, according to the Prime Minister, Sean Fraser, Canada government is trying its best to improve the immigration process, to fast-track things so that things will return back to normal, no thanks to COVID. And also I share with you the information about provincial nominee, that the provincial nominee that was done on February 2nd, and also letting you know that provincial nominee is still another pathway you might be looking at in the interim if you're planning to come into Canada. Likewise, I share with you some unpalatable news of those that were frozen to death trying to cross the border of Manitoba into the US, and also saying that you should not go through that route because it is not it's an illegal route. And likewise, I told you about the shift in power of the opposition party, the Conservative Party. And likewise, I told you, our international student, that if you want to come to Canada and study, it's still a very good pathway for you to actually exploit. But the best thing you want to do is that you want to start applying as soon as possible, especially for those that are coming in for September 2022. You should start applying for your visa now. I mean, delay might be dangerous and you don't want to be caught in the web. So if you have any further question that you feel you need clarification on, feel free to drop it in the comment section. And likewise, if you enjoyed this video, it doesn't cost you anything, it doesn't buy, please hit on the likes button and share this video with whoever you feel will benefit from it. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handle, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, where we always post videos. In as much as we can post video on YouTube every day, we try as much as possible to keep you updated on our Instagram handle, Canada Reality, every day. So I come back to you again on this YouTube channel with another very informative news that I feel will be of benefit to you. Stay blessed and see you in Canada very soon.